All right. Welcome to a new game called Choices. Choices is an interactive storytelling type of game. In these stories, you have the ability to change the outcome of what happens to your character depending on what you choose and how you answer these questions. So, given that it's October, I felt it was only right to have a horror story. So, we're going to start with It Lives in the Woods as a little bit of a shout out to one of the most recent series that we just finished with in episode 6 of Duskwood. So, as you can see here, something old and powerful lives in the woods surrounding the small town of Westchester. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to play the first chapter.
Note: this book contains disturbing images and depictions of violence and bullying. Player discretion is advised.
It's time to create your character. Okay. I want to play as a girl or as a guy. As a horror movie, horror story. Let's play as a girl. Why not? Let's do a girl's point of view in this. Choose your character's face. So we have 4 faces here. Face 1, 2, 3. Let's go with this first one right here. Show off your look. Next, choose your hair. Okay. Oh, pretty in pastel. Actually costs diamonds. We're probably not going to try to use diamonds on how we look. Making waves. Looks nice, looks nice. Curls, curl power. Looks nice. The pixie perfect. This is the I want to speak to your manager haircut right there. And close shave. I think we're just gonna go normal, go average, whatever you want to call it, classic brunette waves. Let's do that. Looks good. Finally, it's time to choose your name. I mean, it probably doesn't work for the situation, but we're gonna go with tongue tied regardless. Is this me? That is you.
What? Still half asleep, you grope around on the shelf until you find your phone. Who's texting me at 3 in the morning? Hey, are you there? It's Dan. I messed up. I'm so sorry. Dan, it's been a while. Are you okay? What happened? I went back in the woods. I had to be sure. I had to prove to myself that it was all in my head. But it wasn't tongue-tied. It was all real. He's real. Dan, are you drunk or something? I heard him whispering just like when we were kids. Stop it, Dan. We made all that stuff up. Mr. Red was just a dumb kid game that got out of control. He doesn't exist. He never did. He does. He's here with me now. Wait, where are you? I can hear him in the trees. I hear him whispering. A harsh tap 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 from the window makes you jump, dropping your phone. A dark shape looms outside the window, heart hammering in your chest. You fumble for the light switch. Light floods your bedroom, streaming out of the window to reveal. Dan, what are you doing here? Tongue-tied, can I come in? I guess so, hang on. You move to the window and slide it open enough for Dan to climb inside. You've got some explaining to do, though. First off, how did you get up to the window? What the hell are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here, Dan? We've barely spoken in years, and suddenly you decide to pay me a visit at 3 in the morning? I'm sorry. Don't apologize, just tell me what's going on. You sound really freaked out in your texts. It's nothing, I'm fine. Come on, we need to get the others. What others? Our friends Stacy, Lily, Noah, Lucas, Ava, and Andy. I've got something to show you, but we need to bring everyone. Dan, I've barely spoken to any of that group since we were little kids after what happened to Jane. But they have to come, Tongue-Tied. Everyone has to be there. That's the rule. Your phone buzzes again, rattling against the floorboards. Sighing, you pick it up. Dan, I want to help you, but honestly, you're kind of freaking me out right now. We've got our first day of school in like 6 hours. We can talk then, okay? Your phone buzzes again, another notification popping up on your screen. You look down. I can hear him in the trees. I hear him whispering. Wait, thought Dan was here. Are you still there? I think I'm lost. Tongue-Tied, my battery's almost dead. Please, I thought Dan was with us. Wait, we have to go back to the woods, Tongue-Tied. The lights in your bedroom flicker as a chill wind sweeps through your open window. Hands trembling, you slowly look up from your phone screen. Dan? A smile spreads across Dan's shadowed face, stretching wider than it should. Tongue-tied. You start to back away, but Dan's hand clamps around your wrists. You try to pull free, but he clings to you with inhuman strength. Hey, I should. Punch him. Punch him in the face. Your fist slams against Dan's cheek, but he barely even flinches. What the? Dan throws you to the floor, pinning your back against the rough boards. We all have to go back, don't you remember? Get off me. You claw at Dan, and his flesh crumbles beneath your fingernails. Dan leans in, his cold breath stinking of moldy dirt and blood. Everyone plays together, tongue-tied. The creature's hands tighten around your throat. Your vision begins to blur. Shadows seem to writhe, and bleed in the dark room. You have no breath left to scream. You simply sink, paralyzed by terror, into a cold, black nothingness. It lives in the woods. Chapter 1. Old Friends. You jerk into wakefulness, adrenaline burning in your veins as you thrash against your attacker until you realize that you're alone in your room. The hell? What a messed up dream. Reaching up, you feel your neck. You flinch as your fingers brush the fresh bruises there. What the? Scary or upsetting things will decrease your nerve score. Okay. Beware, a low nerve score will make it much harder to keep your cool in dire situations. No way, this can't be happening. You grab your phone to look at the text from last night, only to discover that the battery is dead. Crap. Sighing, you toss your phone into your school bag and turn to your closet. Guess I'd better get ready for school. Need to look good for my first day of senior year. Alright, oh, painted black. Nothing says first day of school like fishnets and skulls. Cost 20 diamonds. Let's see what else we got. Sweater weather. Don't sweat the first day of school in this cute but comfortable look. Make a bold impression in this trendy and sleek ensemble. This is Da Bomb. Rock and roll high school. Whether you're fighting the system or chilling at the mall, this outfit has you covered. You know what? This looks pretty badass. Let's go ahead and paint it black with 20 diamonds. Grabbing your school bag, you hurry down the stairs. Outside, you cast a nervous glance toward the woods that border the edge of your yard. Mr. Red? Dan couldn't have seen him. That was all just make-believe. As you, as you descend the steps, a friendly voice calls out from the yard next door. It's Sid. Morning, neighbor. Oh, hey, Sid. What's up? Just coming back from our walk. Hey, Hilda, look who it is. A blur of black and white fur crashes out of the bushes, looking around excitedly. Hilda, woof. Hilda bounds over to you, her bushy tail waving like a flag. Things that make you feel happy or brave will increase your nerve score. Having a lot of nerve will help you weather the trials ahead. Aroo! Good to see you too, cutie. Hilda flops on her back, wiggling happily as you rub her belly. Your parents around? I didn't see him out and about this morning. Yeah, they're still overseas dealing with my great aunt's estate or whatever. They'll be back in a couple weeks. Hell, that's a long time for a kid to be by themselves, especially in a big house like that. Sid, you acting kind of sus right now. Yeah, well, I can take care of myself. It does get a little scary. The nightly ragers keep me occupied. You know, I can definitely take care of myself. Don't mess with me, Sid. I just turned 18, you know. I can do my own laundry and everything. I'm getting pretty good at mac and cheese, too. I've only set off the smoke alarm like 3 times this week. They grow up so fast. Sid suddenly cocks his head, taking a few steps toward your house and crouching down beside a small pile of loose dirt. Wonder what this is. Sid picks something out of the pile and holds it up, a glossy black stone carved with a strange rune. This yours? Interesting. It's weird. The stone is surprisingly heavy in your hand. You move your thumb along the deep crack that runs through the center of the engraved rune. I wonder where this came from, and what broke it. Beats me, looks like a paperweight or something. Brushing away some of the dirt from the stone, you freeze as a familiar smell wafts into your nose, cold earth and a hint of blood. It smells like that thing that you stop yourself glancing nervously at Sid. It smells like what? Weird. It just smells kind of weird. Sid nods, dusting off his hands. Well, I'll let you get to school. You just let me know if you need anything, alright? My door's always open. Will do, thanks, Sid. Sid whistles and Hilda jumps up to follow him. Once they're out of sight, you look down at the stone in your hand. If what I saw last night was real, this could be a clue. Better keep it somewhere safe. It takes a few tries for you to open the shed door, its rusted hinges screeching with every shove. Geez, when's the last time someone was in here? Cobwebs tickle your face as you approach the work table, setting the cracked stone down on its dusty surface. You found the cracked totem. Okay, so that looks like there's a bunch of stuff for us to find throughout the story. The inventory shed will house all the weapons, artifacts, and lore documents that you collect over the course of the story. There are 16 items total. Some will make you stronger in the trials ahead. Others will provide valuable information, backstory, and clues. I bet I could fit all kinds of stuff in here. That's what she said. Flickering off the lights, you step back out into the yard, shutting the shed door behind you. A few minutes later, on the asphalt road that runs along the edge of the woods, you hear a car approaching from behind. Stepping to the side, You glance up, locking eyes with the driver of a black vintage Camaro. The guy looks familiar. The car slows to a stop and the driver leans out through the open window. Hey, do I know you from somewhere? Do I know you? I think so. I'd sure like to know you better. I was just wondering the same thing. Do you go to Westchester High? Not anymore, thank God. Left that hellhole behind a couple years ago. Lucky you. Hang in there, you'll be out before you know it. Anyway, I'd better get to work. Catch you later. He steps on the gas and car starts to pull away. Oh, I never got your... But he's already too far away to hear, disappearing around a bend in the road. Name. Shrugging, you continue your long walk toward school. A thin crowd of students trickles across the front yard of your school, waving and calling out to friends as they converge on the front doors. Squeezing through the loud, crowded hall, you find a familiar girl standing at the locker next to yours. Hey, Ava. Oh, Ava's a rocker girl just like me. Sup? Not much. That hasn't always been your locker, has it? I've never seen you using it before. Got reassigned. Ava kicks the locker shut and shrugs her bag onto her shoulder. Oh, look, it's Lily. Is Lily gonna be another rocker chick? Following Ava's gaze, you see a nervous girl clutching a textbook to her chest. Nope. Hi, guys. Hi, Lily. It's been a while. How was your summer? It was good. I just got back from doing a coding camp up in Portland. One of the other girls invited me to collaborate on a game she's working on. That's awesome. Let me know if you ever need a playtester. Lily glances around, furtively lowering her voice. There's actually something I want to talk to you about. What's up? I got some really weird texts last night, did you? Lily trails off, looking over your shoulder. You turn to see a pretty girl walking by, chatting with two friends. The cheerleaders. It's Brittany. Oh my god, look, I've been ghosting this guy for like 2 solid weeks, and he just asked me out for coffee again. Oh boy, just when you think high school might not be the sucking, neurotic chest wound that you remember. The guy next to Brittany laughs, running one hand through his hair. It's Cody. Yikes, desperate is not a good look. Jocelyn. Maybe he's just not scared of ghosts. You could try clowns instead. Clowns are gross. That's not just... Do you even know what... Hi, Brittany. Their group stops in their tracks, and Brittany turns to give Lily an appraising look. Wow, Lily, great sweater. I didn't know Baby Barn had a quadruple XL section. Oh, you bitch. I just wanted to say hello. And I want a red Ferrari for my birthday, but I'll settle for not having to listen to your whiny voice anymore. Ooh, Brittany, you're gonna be first. You're gonna be first. I ain't saving you. If given the chance, I'm not saving you, Brittany. Your friends have nerve scores too, and your choices can make a big difference. In the final chapter, a character's nerve score will decide if they vanquish their demons or succumb to the terrible fate. Tell Brittany off. Screw you, Brittany. Right, because basing your fashion sense on whatever the wannabe models on Pictogram are wearing is way cooler. Newsflash, tongue-tied. No one asked you. Didn't hear anyone asking for your opinion either. How about you take your unsolicited fashion advice to someone who cares? You so do not want to piss me off, tongue-tied. Bring it, Brittany. I'm shaking. Lily looks down at the floor, hiding a small smile. There we go. Got your nerve score back up a little bit, Lily. Oh yeah, well. Woody comes back with your strong suit. Track and field, Barbie. Cross country. I know I used the wrong one on purpose to piss you off. Try to keep up. How about you go haunt some other hallway freak? Ava gives Cody a long, ponderous look, then reaches up to pluck a stray hair from his shoulder. You know, I keep meaning to try out this new curse I found on the internet. If you feel a burning sensation in your eyeballs, that's normal. The hell? Waggling her fingers, Ava starts away down the hallway. Later, guys. Later. Bye, Ava. Yo, Cody, what's gonna happen to your eyeballs? Chill, Jocelyn, the weirdo. That weirdo just reads too many vampire novels. With any luck, she'll flunk out and go live in a dirty old shack like Pritch the Witch. She is just like Pritch the Witch. We should call her, Ava the Witch. Good one, Joss. You shake your head, turning to grab a notebook from your locker. Well, lovely as this has been, we should probably go. Oh my god, is that a hickey? Jocelyn reaches up, poking the fresh bruises on the side of your neck. Get off. You're right, like anyone would want to chew on this social reject. For your information, if someone tried to strangle me, it's none of your damn business. I got it from your mom. You know what? Whatever your name, I can't remember the guy's name. We got it from your mom, bitch. Thought Cody's mom was an Aspen this week. Cody. Should watch what you say, tongue-tied. That mouth of yours tends to get you in trouble. Whatever fascinating as this convo is, I need to go get ready for the pep rally. Brittany jerks her head, and the others follow. Jocelyn shoulder checks you as she walks by, knocking you hard against the locker. See you around, tongue-tied. Wincing, you rub your shoulder where it's slammed against the locker, glaring after the bullies. The school year is already off to a great start. Should we report them to the office, or... Sure, 9th time's the charm, right? Maybe this time they'll actually get in trouble. Lily smiles ruefully as the two of you join the crowd of students shuffling towards the gym. Music blares over the gym speakers, and a rush of panic hits as you're jostled by the crowd, your mind flashing back to the night before. Tongue-tied, are you okay? Yeah, just kind of crowded in here. You see anywhere to sit? Not really. It looks like there are a couple seats up there next to... Oh, never mind, that's Ava's spot. On top of the bleachers, Ava sits scribbling in a worn sketchbook as you watch a couple freshmen move to sit beside her. Hiss. The freshmen trip over themselves, scrambling to get away from Ava. She glares after them, then notices you watching her. Ava nods to the empty bench. Is she inviting me to sit by her? I think she is. Maybe I could talk with Ava about what happened last night. She knows about all kinds of supernatural stuff. It'd be nice to tell someone who'd actually believe me. Talking through your troubles or just spending time with friends is a great way to boost your nerve. Sit with Ava for a chance to catch up and to learn from her supernatural expertise. It's going to cost 12 diamonds to sit with her, but let's go ahead and do it. I have a feeling I'm not going to have enough diamonds to choose those options going forward for the whole, story. You go ahead, Ava kind of scares me a little. You sure? Yeah, I think I see a spot next to Mr. Cooper. Oh, and thanks for your help earlier, tongue-tied. Anytime. See you later, Lily. You climb to the top row of the bleachers and slide over to Ava's corner. You point to the empty spot right next to her. Anyone sitting here? Just my ghost friends, but he's really incorporeal, so it doesn't really count. You laugh until you realize that Ava's not laughing too. What? Sorry, I just can't tell if you're messing with me. It's all part of the mystique. You look at the bleacher, then back at Ava's expressionless face. Should I sit by Ava or leave room for the ghost? Let's go ahead and leave room for the ghost. It's part of the mystique. Ava smirks as you sit down, leaving a person-sized space between you and her. Good to know I can make you do stuff by saying random spooky nonsense. The two of you sit together for a few minutes in silence. Ava scribbles in her sketchbook. So you're going to tell me what you're freaked out about, or are you having fun dismembering that poor bench? You look down, realizing that you've been picking splinters off the edge of the bleachers. I do want to talk about it, it's kind of a weird story. Look at me, weird is my middle name. Really? No, it's Dolores. But if you tell anyone, I will go to your house and hide eyeballs in your food. Where would you even get next time you go to pour a bowl of cereal? Bloop, eyeballs. Noted. So what would you say if I told you that last night I saw some kind of monster? Depends what this monster looked like. It looked like Dan, at least at first. Plot twist, keep going. Once I figured out it wasn't Dan, it attacked me. And his face kind of melted off, and underneath the skin was just dirt, like I don't know, a golem. Exactly like a golem. Humanoid creature made of living clay or dirt, right? That's the one. Sounds like it fits the bill. I guess the weirdest thing is that I woke up the next morning and it was gone. Why would it just attack me and leave? Full disclosure, my knowledge of golems is like 60% Wikipedia and 40% this dude named Magic Stand 75, who I met on a warlock farm. Maybe whatever power that animated the golem is temporary, or maybe it was just a dream. You shudder, reaching up so you feel your neck. Definitely not a dream. Dreams don't leave bruises. They can actually. There are beings who can enter or even affect your dreams. One of those could probably use your dreams to hurt you. You could also be under a curse or something. I've read a lot about cursed dreams. What, just for fun? Let's go with that. How do you know all this stuff, Ava? Well, there's a thing called the internet. You know what I mean? It seems like you've been studying this for a while. The world's a freaky place, tongue-tied. We learned that the hard way. I just want to be able to I just want to be ready the next time something happens. Thanks, Ava. I really need to talk to somebody, but I didn't think anyone would believe me. Jury's still out on me believing you. You could be making all this up to screw with me. Do people do that? They try, but my kung fu is strong. Thanks for listening without immediately dismissing me. Alright, helps a lot. Glad to help. I think I'm done now. Done with being nice. See, I've got this whole bitter misanthrope thing going on. If people see us being all friendly, they might think it's okay to talk to me. Can't have that. I would literally die. You pick up your stuff and start heading towards the stairs. Hey, tongue-tied. You're not as big as a tool as most people. Coming from you, that means a lot. Yes, it does. You make your way down the bleachers as they continue to fill, looking for any place you can squeeze in. Finally, you spot one empty seat right next to a familiar figure slouching in the second row. Noah. Oh, crap. You quickly turn around, desperately scanning the crowd for another open seat, any seat but that one. But there aren't any. You consider trying to sneak back out the gym doors until someone shouts at you from a few rows up. Cody, hey, tongue-tied, sit your stupid ass down unless you want to watch from the garbage can. You're blocking our view and there's a spot right there. wincing you turn back around to see Noah looking right at you. Hey Noah, do you mind if I knock yourself out? Noah scoots over and you squeeze in beside him. So what's been up with you? We haven't really talked since... Yeah, I know. You sit, neither of you saying another word. Down on the floor of the gym, a tall, handsome guy with glasses walks up to the podium. Lucas, how you doing, Westchester High? The students roar in response. The bleachers rumble and shake as the crowd pounds their feet on the wood. When did Lucas get so popular? Shortly after hitting 6 feet and discovering hair gel, shortly before getting elected student body president, Lucas waves to the cheering crowd, flashing a smile. Welcome back, everyone. For anyone who doesn't know me already, I'm Lucas Thomas, your student body president. I know everyone's a little salty that summer is over, but trust me, this is going to be one school year you'll never forget. And on that note, let's kick this pep rally off Westchester Wolf style. At Lucas' signal, several cheerleaders jump up from the bleachers, bouncing and waving their pom-poms in the air. You can do better than that, let's hear it. Looks like Stacy's doing pretty well too. One by one, the cheerleaders tumble across the gym. Stacy draws thunderous cheers as she pulls off an effortless round-off into a backflip. That's incredible. Yay, good team. Beaming, Stacy looks back at the rest of the cheerleader squad, her smile suddenly fading as she locks eyes with Brittany. Stacy turns and suddenly trips over her own feet, sprawling on her face. You jump to your feet, hurrying to help Stacy up. Are you okay? What happened? Nothing, I'm just a klutz, I guess. You think you're a klutz? You did a freaking backflip, Stacy. If that's what a klutz looks like, then sign me up for klutz lessons. There, sweetheart. I try. Did you see that? She was like, wham. Please tell me the school news nerds got that on camera. Flushing, Stacy rejoins the rest of the squad. You sit back down as, at the other end of the gym, Brittany steps forward with a smug smile. Check this out. Brittany takes 3 running steps and flies into a no-handed cartwheel. The crowd roars as she sticks the landing. Why do people like her so much? They've got to know how horrible she is. And she's hot and she can do flips. We can't compete with that. Lucas grins from the podium as the cheerleaders return to their seats. Well, now that the cheer squad is done totally blowing our minds, let's give it up for the Westchester Wolves basketball team. More applause sounds as a group of guys in basketball jerseys form up in the front of the podium. Oh, go Wolves. Andy actually made the team this year. Good for him. Looks like he's been working hard. I can't wait to see him play. He flinches. Cody's voice breaks through the general applause. Watch out, it's the triple threat. Andy's head snaps in the direction of Cody's voice, his face suddenly twisting with anger. Why don't you come down here? And he takes a step toward the bleachers, but stops himself as Lucas calls the team captain up to the podium. Thanks, Lucas. What up, Westchester High? Crowd whoops and stomps in response. We've got our first game coming up in a couple days, so you guys had better be here to watch us crush it. Not gonna lie, we've got a couple rookies on team this year, but I'm not gonna let that stop. Ooh, everything's going dark. Ben pauses as gym lights suddenly flicker. Lucas's voice calls out over the speakers, drowning out the nervous chatter of the students. Everyone stay seated. We don't want anyone to fall from the... A burst of static cuts him off, and the music shudders, fading in and out. With a loud bang, the gym doors are blown open by a frigid gust of wind. The lights flicker back on, and you nearly jump out of your seat as Noah suddenly grabs your arm. What are you? Shut up. Do you hear that? Hear what? And you do hear it just barely on the edge of your perception. You hear a sound that snatches all the breath from your body and leaves you cold. Not there. You look around, picking out the faces of former friends. What the? This can't be. No way. Oh my god. Oh. The music sputters and dies as the lights shut off completely, leaving only the voice, a voice that is once completely alien and horrible familiar. Everyone plays together.
All right, there you guys have it. That was chapter 1 of It Lives in the Woods. If you guys want to see chapter 2, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.